Hi, everyone. Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with Jay, Chris, and Costi. It is Monday, April 15th, 2024. Trying to get that day out of my head, tax day. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Coming off my worst baseball day of the season yesterday. Just couldn't get him across the plate, man. It's like, I don't know what was going on. It wasn't like I got crushed in any game. It was just like every game. It was even worse. It was like every game I was in it, I just didn't get it. And that's going to happen. It's a long season. So that's why you rack up those wins. But NBA season is over. The playoffs have been decided. I don't like this. I don't understand the format. So why aren't the 7-8s both playing tomorrow, and then the 9-10s playing the next day, so that the 9-10s get the 7-8s get the day of rest, which they've earned, It's just stupid. It drags it on.
I think it's that the team that wins that first game would get an added day of rest going into their first round series.
They don't deserve it, man. They didn't earn it. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs at all. They should get nothing and like it, to be honest with you. I think in the East, I think it's pretty much decided anyway that it's going to be the Heat and the Sixers, and it's just a matter of who's going to be the 7, who's going to be the 8. I mean, that's really the only decision here. I don't think the Hawks or the Bulls have a chance in hell against either of those teams. And, in the West, I mean, the Kings, I don't even understand why they're even playing that game. I mean, the Kings deserve to be in the playoffs. I don't think so. Let me explain this to you, Chris. Kings are ass. Put it in terms you can understand.
I think I can.
Jay, you think the Kings deserve to be there? I mean, do you think they have any chance at all?
I like to play in tournament personally, so
more games to bet on.
And what's the point of the regular season?
To get into the play-in tournament, at least.
In the East,
we could bet on more games.
East, is the argument against it. We've known for 2 months it was going to be Hawks Bulls in the play-in tournament against.
Yeah, it was just a matter of where it was being played.
Yeah, in the West was deep as hell this year, man. So, like the Warriors, the 10 seed, they would have been a 5 seed in the East. So, and it's the Warriors, and it's the Lakers. So I like it personally.
Yeah, the West is the case for it. The East is the case against it.
I mean, we say this every year since they've had it, but at the end of the day, it becomes an automatic Game 7 right out the gate. So it just gets you juiced up for the series that comes after the fact.
I'll tell you what I'm not juiced up for. The Sacramento fucking Kings. I'm not juiced up for that at all.
That's okay, and that's okay.
Warriors Kings. That was a great series last year.
Yeah.
One game, loser.
Well, the last 3 meetings have been 1-point games, but they haven't played since January, and the Kings have been told last since then.
They have,
but
it's still a playoff game. It's still Game 7, and no matter what they were, this is the game that matters.
But I would say the Kings, the Bulls, and the Hawks all have no chance of going anywhere. Like last year, the Heat, and I even think the Sixers, the Heat Sixers, the winner of that game plays the Knicks. They're going to have a legitimate shot to move right on. And then the loser play the Celtics. They'll have a legitimate shot too, because, basically playing nothing. So the East is wide open, but it's like, if the Kings happen to squeeze through, why? It's like, there goes the argument for less rounds of playoffs. Is what that turns into. I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood to watch the frickin' Sacktown Kings, man. That's for sure.
It's going to be very late for you as well, so you're probably going to be asleep. That's definitely past your bedtime.
I've been watching Palm Beach on Apple.
Is that kind of like Outer Banks? Remember that show? Did you ever watch that show? It was about Outer Banks.
No, this one's great. No, this is better.
Is it reality or is it?
No, it's
Oh, it's like an actual like TV show. Okay.
oh yeah, it's great. All-star cast. And it's the bomb. I think it's called Palm Beach.
Now I have to go look. Hold on.
I think it's called Palm Beach. Watch
I'm on.
it.
I'm on
I'm
Shogun
two
right
in.
now.
I'm two
Shogun.
in. I'm two in on Palm Beach.
You guys watch Shogun?
Palm Royale.
Palm Royale. That's it.
Okay.
Palm Royale. Palm Royale.
Oh, this does
Man.
look like a good cast.
Yeah, I'm in. I mean, I'm in. I'm two in. I'm going all the way on this one.
You know, my favorite
right.
thing now is I have people typing in Russian. And here's the thing, Ben, I can't read it, but it's Russian. I just can't read it. I moved here. I could see my name at the end. You try to do it, but I can't read. I moved here when I was 8, and then I Americanized pretty quickly. And I can understand it. I could talk it, but I can't read. But thank you for your effort of using Google Translate.
Never mind. I'm out. Carol Burnett. Never mind. I'm good.
I don't know how much longer she'll be in it. She's never really in it,
I'm not going to say it.
but she's never really in it. She's just out there
Oh.
all the time, like passed out, at least so far. The part I've watched.
Spoiler alert through 2 episodes.
Well, no, she's on her deathbed. She's on her deathbed.
Oh,
on her deathbed.
But you know what's coming back this summer? Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
no.
No? Well, you're
We're
Canadian.
not Game of Thrones
That's weird.
watchers. No, one
Really?
watches it. Yeah, so
Really?
yeah,
I-
not into
I'll say
sci-fi
that-
fantasy,
no.
man. Not my thing.
Really? Nobody watch. Our fans
No,
watch
it's-
Game of Thrones. They do.
Very few. We've
Really?
been through this. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been through this. Yeah,
I'm actually.
I'm one of those people where if I don't watch it from the beginning, I have a hard time committing to it later
notice
on.
not my jam. Like sci-fi fantasy, not my jam.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't get into Breaking Bad. I didn't get into
That's not sci-fi fantasy.
no, I'm just saying like the big shows that everybody's like, you gotta
But
watch this,
Breaking
you gotta
Bad
watch
is awesome. Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was-
I'm just saying I
Well,
never got into it. So it's one of those things where I'm gonna maybe start going back and watching stuff that I haven't
You know what that
done.
makes
But like
you,
Game of
Chris?
Thrones,
makes me
Hmm?
makes you a loser.
Huh.
Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, two of the
Yeah.
best shows in the history of television.
Oh God! It started. early today.
speaking of Breaking Bad,
The
There he
return
is.
of Pathy.
oh God,
I seen Pat.
What's up, man? Talk to us.
I don't know what's better, the glasses or the San Pellegrino.
It's the same Pellegrino bottle. He just keeps re-drinking it with
Oh.
water. He's got so many bottles, and what he does, he's not a very good recycler. So, like,
He's got the collection.
oh my God, one time there was like 20 all over the desk on the floor.
My strange addiction, I collect San Pellegrino bottles.
Yeah, just hoarding.
Anyways, got a quick baseball game coming up in a second, so we'll just jump right into it. Got the Guardians and the Red Sox. We'll come back to all the shenanigans in just a second, but let's just cover this one real quick. The Guardians had originally in this one Tanner Bibby starting, and now they've moved him out, and it definitely changes the game a little bit here with the Cutter Crawford versus Xavier, no relation to Steph Curry, going for the Guardians. Of course, this is Patriots Day. Not only is it tax day, but it's also Patriots Day, which means the running of the Boston Marathon. That's why they start this game at this time. By the time the game's over, the bulk of the runners, like the Kenyans and stuff, they've already gone through. But the bulk of the runners are coming through Kenmore Square, which is the 26-mile mark of the Boston Marathon. And then all the crowd of people coming out of the game are in Kenmore Square, and all the runners are coming through. And it is quite a scene. I lived in Boston for several years, man. It was always one of my favorite days of the year, but I don't remember much of any of them because I was wasted. Yep, pretty much. That's how you do it. But Jay, any thoughts here? Cutter Crawford against Xavier, not Steph Curry.
You know, I think the Red Sox heard Jovan over the weekend, and they didn't really like that. You know, he bashed them. They came out, got 2 dubs. I think they get a third. I'm kind of on this Red Sox train until they completely fall off the map. I think there's some value on them because I think everybody's expecting them to fall off the map. The Guardians, getting them at this price, it's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard not to look at the Guardians at this price. The Guardians, they've been solid all season. They're a small market team that, kind of gets overlooked. I love value, but I love value when I really think that it's there. I know it looks like it's there here in this one, but I really think, like Mitch says, there's a lot going on here, extracurricular. I'm going to take Cutter Crawford. I'm going to take Boston at home at the crib today. I'm going to lay the minus 150. And I'm also going to – I'll split it up, minus 150, money line and run line as well. We'll do both.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the other side. I'm gonna go with the Guardians. I'm just taking plus 130 with a team that's 7-2 on the road. They've proven they can win on the road. I think Cutter Crawford, a 0.57 ERA is solid, but we've seen from Cutter Crawford, it's a little bit unsustainable. This is a guy who normally pitches to a 4 or 5 ERA over the course of a season. The walks are starting to get up there. He had that solid start against the Mariners, but since then has issued 7 walks. Struggling with control. The Guardians just quietly, string together solid baseball. I mean, not forgetting the fact that this is a team that, like Jay said, they must have heard Joe Vaughn and, decided to string together back-to-back wins to close out the weekend. But also started the season 0-4 at home. And last year, the Red Sox weren't as solid at home compared to how they played on the road, despite having an even record home and away. So I'm going to go with the value with the Guardians here. I think they get the job done on Monday.
Costi?
Yeah, I'm with Chris here. Boston did string together those first 2 wins at home, but that will not make me take a 150 favorite 99.9% of the time. Regardless, Cleveland has shown consistently they've been able to win on the road, and I don't expect this to be a long outing for Curry, but the bullpen. I'm expecting the bullpen of Cleveland to be much better than Boston. Boston's bullpen's been ass this year. And I just see this being a very close game. And if it's a 50-50 game, I'm always going to take the dog, knowing that I get 40 cents in the plus rather than laying 50 cents in the minus. So give me the Guardians.
I'm laying 1.5 with the Guardians, getting plus 195 on your money, man. That's where the value is in this game. All the value is. The Red Sox traditionally horrible on marathon day. Horrible in general. And this is a bad team. You're not playing the Angels anymore. You're playing against a team that's absolute killers on the road, just killers overall. This Guardians team way underestimated. And I don't care what pitcher they have coming out. This is an organization that breeds starting pitching, man. They grow it on trees. They all come through the same pipeline. And this guy comes through the same pipeline. Not the Del Curry, Steph Curry pipeline, but through a good, solid pipeline. Nonetheless, I'm going to take the Guardians here. I'm going to lay the 1.5 and go for nearly 2-1 on my money in early action. Why not? That's how I roll. Anyways, back to where we were. It's kind of like a dead concert, right? Intro into Guardians, Red Sox, back into the shenanigans. So the Bulls and the Hawks. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks, man. It's like, what's going on here? It's like, how is this a playoff team? I mean, in what world, And the thing is, like, you look at the Warriors and the Lakers and you say, wow, these guys would have been in the East. But you look at the Hawks, man. Who has a better shot, the Rockets or the Hawks?
Rockets.
I'm sick of the Atlanta freaking Hawks, man. They need to go away.
I kind of like the Hawks against the Bulls in that game, though.
I think they should move this franchise.
Nah, hell no.
Move them to Utah with the Coyotes. Everyone's going to Utah.
I can't believe they moving my Coyotes,
man. Less traffic to be run over.
But now I'm excited about the playing tournament. I think it's going to be an interesting week. See how it shakes out. I think it was hilarious the way Milwaukee ducked up out that 2 seed. I think it was comical, but that's just me. They
Oh,
were-
Giannis got hurt. That definitely.
man.
But they were winning that game. I mean, they were winning. They just sat down, and they were up like right before halftime, and they just sat down with like 2 minutes left to go in the half, and they never played again, man. The rest of the game, they're just like, I don't want to play the Heat or the Sixers. It's like, no way, man. That's exactly what they were thinking.
Yep.
It's like they don't want to play the Heat or the Sixers.
I want this is how I want it to shape out as a fan. This is not from a betting perspective. This is as a fan. I want Lakers 7 seed, Warriors 8 seed, and I want Heat 7 seed, Sixers 8 seed. That's how I want it to shake it. We'll see. Boston, Philly first round. New York, Miami first round. Denver, Lakers. Warriors.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Boston, Miami first round.
Nah, I don't want that.
I don't want it, but I think that's what it's going to be.
You don't think Miami can beat the Sixers?
We didn't. We just played them. We had them dead to rights. We couldn't finish them off at home. We were up by the whole game, and then with like 2 minutes left to play, they got the lead on us, and we lost.
Mitch,
It was like a week ago, man.
Mitch. I hate when you do this. I hate when you do this. This is why I'm your friend. This is why I'm your guy. No, it's Heat, money line, and we're not even thinking twice about it.
All right, I'm in.
This is just like the UConn
Is
bet.
that quick? It turned you?
Oh, it doesn't take much.
Yeah, on the Heat.
Really doesn't.
Playoff Jimmy.
It happens that fast. You should see some of the 17 parlays we've put together.
Yeah. It's playoff Jimmy. And we gotta trust him. We've seen this book too many times.
I mean, this is how you end up with $2,700 on Navy. This is how it happens.
The Sixers, then they turn around, they smash the Hawks.
It's just they push you and they push you, Costi.
Austin
See,
first
it's the
round.
pressure.
Austin beats
It's the pressure.
And the Sixers have the already built-in excuse. Embiid missed half the season. He came back, played injured. We'll come back. We'll be ready next year. This is how these things go. All right.
I can't believe somebody called Jimmy Butler a dusty bag of chips in the comments.
The Heat, then they turn around.
I don't watch basketball.
They
'Cause
turn
that
around.
guy doesn't care until the playoffs, and then he turns it on. They really don't.
There's a reason that playoff Jimmy Butler is a thing.
Oh my God, the guy. I mean,
I don't know why y'all doubting this man. He's been in the Eastern Conference Finals 3 of the last 4. Like, I don't
there's
even know why.
a reason why
I don't even know why y'all
all
do
the NBA season's a marathon. They don't care. They just need to get to the show, and then this is where it matters. Be healthy and turn it on. But
They're gonna see them Knicks, Brunson. I love Brunson, but Jimmy's gonna ascend to another level. I already got it all mapped out.
do you have one of those like boards on the wall
Nah, I need to go get
where
one.
you have like strings?
Yeah, I was gonna say
attached?
he's got the
string, like the string, like finding the murderer, or like the chain going up.
It's like he's got the
mafia family,
Miami string going to like New York and then back down around and going up here and then
Which playoff series are you guys most excited for?
Well, I have a futures on the Mavs to win.
I was gonna say I would say Mavs Clippers just because I know the Rams
Yeah.
Jays gonna go on.
I got that price 4 days ago.
That one, and there's a couple of them for me. If it's Warriors Thunder, I think that one's gonna be firework.
That's a good series.
And I think that Milwaukee, Indiana is gonna be better than many people think too. Indiana not just finna lay down for Milwaukee. They not. So I'm excited, man. I'm literally not worried about the Clippers, bro. Y'all already know. We've been here. We've talked about it all season. Y'all can really say it with me right now. It's fuck the Clippers. Respectfully.
Respect.
Respectfully. We'll see.
So it's Pacers.
You guys watch any
hey,
UFL this weekend?
God no. Pacers Bucks.
How about I want to talk. I want to bring Al on, and I want him to give me a explanation of how his model is calculating UFL. I just want to know.
Not sure.
What are the
he
metrics?
always does. He always does these off football leagues. He always does them.
I mean,
So,
he won,
that-
but it's just like, and it was a high unit play. It wasn't like he went light on it. So I was just, it threw me off.
I agree, Terry. Or Trey Berry, my bad.
Trey Berry.
The Battle Hawks.
It's gonna be
We got a lot else going on. So if Scotty Scheffler passed you in the shopping mall, would you know who he was?
Yes.
Not at all.
Not at all, man. And that's the problem with golf, is that you had the generic of generics out there, right? This guy is the stiff of stiffs when it comes to personality, right? And the people that you would know, like Tiger had charisma, Jack had it, Arnie had it, these guys, Tom Watson even had it, but this guy, him, John Rahm, it's like, who cares about these guys, man? I tell you who has it and was there was Colin Morikawa. He's the guy that's fun and young and exciting and, you know, all those things. But all those rest of those guys, oh, my God, man. It was the most unwatchable Masters, I think, in the history of Masters. And I think what you saw, I mean, the shot by DeChambeau on Saturday on 18 was one of the best shots and best recoveries you'll ever see in golf. I mean, epic. And it was the worst Masters in the history of Masters. It was worse than Ben Crenshaw's second win, or first win. It was hideous, man. It was about as boring as it gets. And I mean, I grew up watching, Masters tournaments, played golf most of my life. And, but that was just, oh my God. You want to talk about players you just can't get behind, and guys that you just don't know who they are. They're just basically, it's no different than watching Jay. I mean, it's more interesting to watch Jay play Romanelli in the show or something. I'd rather watch that. It's like, I mean, it's like it's bad. It's like you took the most epic event ever and just turned it into crap. And the Masters itself is like, I mean, it's just such a big event. And it's just, I mean, it's such the whole thing about the Masters, right, is that it's this phony baloney bullshit to begin with, right? So it's like everyone buys into it, and they're kind of just like, all right, man, they don't tie the water, right? They don't pin flowers to the trees when there are none, right? They don't do any of those fake things, right? And they don't like force the announcers to say certain things when they don't make them say it at certain tournaments. They never call them the gallery. They're the patrons, right? It's the first nine and the second nine. It's never the front and the back. It's all these stupid ass things that they do to make it like different than everything else. And then what do? They put some stiff out there that just nobody gives a shit about, right? He just runs away with the thing. Congratulations, you played great golf, Scotty Scheffler. I'm sure you're awesome and all those things, world number one. But man, you're no fun to watch at all, man. No fun. No fun whatsoever.
I enjoy
what
it.
You
I
have,
also watch it.
Yeah, but I think part of it, I think Tom Watson was so right, man, and Gary Player, they're just like, this is not even the same game that we played. This is just ridiculous. Like when Sarazen hit his double eagle at the Masters, you know what club he hit there, Costi?
No.
When he has double eagle, he had a 2-wood. And you know what they hit now? Like an 8-iron from the same spot. And that's not necessarily that the players are in that much better shape, which they are, but it's all the equipment. I mean, when I was a kid, like growing up, a 7-iron was 150 yards. I'm 130 years old. I can hit a 7-iron now further than that.
How old are you?
130.
Wow.
Ask anyone in the YouTube comments. They'll say I'm lying about that I'm actually older. I've heard.
So I'm not trying to like be personal when I say this, but when you go out in the sun, does your skin burn?
Well, I have fair skin.
Like you can only be outside at nighttime?
I have fair skin. I mean,
you're not a vampire. I'm not asking you if you're a vampire, but are you?
No, but I'm not an umpire either. Neither. None of those things. I just think I just think that golf needs to reel it back in, man. And it's become a commercial for golf equipment.
Right.
As opposed, I mean, my wife doesn't play golf, right? She doesn't watch golf. She saw Max Homa tee off and she was in tears laughing at his shirt. I mean, what a joke, man. It's like MasterCard, some
ADP,
some stuffy ass law firm or something,
Right,
accounting firm that
right.
no one, or consulting firm, right? No one's ever freaking heard of. ADP, whatever. Then he turns to the side, he's got another one here, and then on his back, he's got two. Not just the foot tour, he's got another one, man. It was like, what? You know,
Surprised he didn't have goldennugget.com on his stomach.
Meanwhile,
those
the
are my
tennis,
favorite.
meanwhile,
Those
the
are my
tennis,
favorite.
the tennis equivalent of the Masters, right, is Wimbledon. Wimbledon, all whites, very,
Right.
very traditional. They should not allow all that bullshit, man. It's like, if you're not going to allow any of the other stuff, then why do you allow that? One. You get one, man. You get one, you wear it on your hat, maybe one on your shirt, and that's it, man. That's it.
Or maybe just load up the bag.
No, they load up the bag already, but they don't always show the bag.
Right.
They don't always show the bag. And it's like, I don't really, it's beyond me, man. It's like, the thing is, it's like, you need to bring this game. It's a game that needs to be reeled back. The balls need to be changed. The equipment needs to be changed. The shaft, the club heads, everything needs to be changed. It's not like there's never been equipment that's been made illegal in the sport before. So why wouldn't you do it now?
You know, Bryson played with 3D printed irons. Isn't that wild? It just got approved on Monday. The 3D printer that I have at my house, I don't think can print an iron. It prints this little like plastic thing.
Well,
Like a tchotchke for the desk, but
the thing is, like, messing with your clubs and changing the weighting and filing and doing all those things has always been part of golf.
sure.
It's always been part of golf. Any good player messes with their clubs, right? But the thing is that I cut, club, I do everything to them, so it really doesn't matter all that, But at the same time, it's like, watching a guy hit a 7-iron 240 yards is ridiculous, man.
But it's not everybody. It's not everybody.
It is everybody.
No,
It is
they're not.
everybody. 210 then 210.
Yeah, but that's just the evolution of the game itself. With it, yes, the equipment.
It's the equipment.
But they've made the courses longer also than before.
You don't think those PXGs that I play with are just rocket launchers, man?
They are, but the course was much shorter back then. So they extended. It's much
Not
longer.
enough. Not enough.
I mean, they're playing 400, 520-yard par fours.
It's not enough. Because the guys drive the ball well over 300. They all do. They all do. And those 510-yard par fours are straight downhill when they have them that are that.
Yeah, the Masters, but they have them in other places. I mean, it's still hard. I mean, you saw the scoring. It's not like, in a 4-day tournament, the winner was
the only equalizer is the greens.
Right.
And the greens didn't even seem as fast as they normally are.
Well, it was the the wind, and they firmed up Saturday and Sunday. They were lightning. You could definitely see it, but
not like they've been in the past.
Sean's in the comments. DeChambeau.
That was a great shot, man. That was awesome. That was for me, that was the best part of the entire tournament. He's in the woods. He hits like a 3-wood or something, like what I do. He doesn't I know people that kick the ball in those spots. They take it, throw it out on the fairway, man. I do exactly what he did, man. I just take a healthy whack at it, man. And that's what he did. Knocks it out onto the fairway. And then his next shot, when he's dead in the water, fucking holes the thing out.
Holes out, yeah.
It's like nuts. I've holed out a bunch. I've never had a hole in one, but I've holed out a bunch.
Hold out once, never had a hole in one. Not yet.
I've holed out a bunch. I've never had a hole in one. But
How about the UFC card?
how about Max?
Woo. We were at the sports book, and like it erupted when he knocked him. I was like 1 second left? 2 seconds left. I mean, they were going. That was the fight of the year. That was insane.
Well, next this Saturday coming up, my friend's fighters on the undercard of the Haney fight against Garcia. It's on not the main event, the second one down from the main event. So he's got a fighter in there, scrappy. See what he does. MMA fighter. He's super stoked to have the Pickdawgz logo on his shorts.
We've been talking a lot on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He gave me his whole lineage, and like, it's really cool. I mean,
what do you think? He's good, right?
Yeah. Well, his older brother fights in the UFC. I've seen him fight before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Lucas Rosa, his older brother. Really cool. So his older brother is Charles Rosa, who was a veteran in the UFC.
But this kid's good.
Yeah, he's fighting in Orlando May 9th. I'm actually going to be out of the country. Otherwise, I would definitely fly down there and see it. Yeah.
We went in the Pickdawgz logo.
That's so cool. Yeah.
He's excited, right, about it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Super pumped.
Yeah. Nice kid. Nice kid. I'm excited about it. I think it's one of the coolest things we've done, so far.
Yeah.
That and when we sent Ruffalo to the drive-thru, those are probably the two highlights of the company so far. Costi, are you on the drive-thru?
I was. Now I'm not.
You're off? Why are you off? You don't like it?
It's late at night.
I see.
Because it's East Coast.
Like I don't get a life anymore if I do the drive-thru.
I mean, it's just because I'm not at my house, so by nighttime I have most of my day is done, and like, just move on. It's hard. It's hard to sit through. I enjoy it if I'm like the first couple on.
Yeah, that's what the thing is. I got to be first or second.
Yeah,
I got to be first or second. I can't sit there. Ruffalo used to be on as Tony T's co-host.
Really?
Yeah. And it was a little different show because Ruffalo would do the cross-examination.
Oh my God.
You'd be like, I give out, I really like the Bengals in this one tonight. And Ruffalo was like, well, I think the Bengals, it's like, who asked you, man? Who asked you? It's like,
it was because when I first did it, Tony was like, you can't just sit there. You gotta provide something. I was like, okay. And then so I would ask questions, and then Benji came on and be like, why are you asking questions? This isn't a cross-examination. What are you, the defendant?
But that's where the whole Ruffalo doing the shot put, carving them up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, all we got is baseball today. We can do it. Got the Orioles and the Twins. We'll just go two at a time since we've already done one. Orioles-Twins, Phillies-Rockies. Jay?
Let me go with the Baltimore Orioles. Y'all know I really like fading both teams, but I love fading Minnesota more. 50-50 Twins, the O's coming off their first series loss of the season. They might sweep Minnesota. They might sweep them. That's just how it goes. Give me Baltimore in that one. I'm probably going to be on Baltimore the whole series. And I don't know if I got the stomach to take Cal Quantrill on the road. I know it's Aaron Nola on the bump. I know it's plenty of value. I do lean in that direction for the value, but probably a stay away from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I am gonna take the Rockies. I'm gonna split it with the over here. I just think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I still stand by the fact that I don't know how Aaron Nola is still viewed as a 1A in that rotation. When you look at his career numbers against a lot of teams, they're 500 or worse with a bit of a bloated ERA. So I think the Rockies can get to him. I don't love Cal Quantrill in this spot, so that's why I do like the over. But think there's enough here for the Rockies to sneak by Nola here. So I'll give the Rockies in the over. And I'm going to take the Orioles as well. The Twins are just striking out against everybody right now. And
That's
the
what she
Orioles
said. Reminds me a lot of Ruffalo.
at the bar.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're just striking out left and right. And Cole Irvin, yeah, he's not the best pitcher in that. He's actually probably the weak link in that Orioles rotation, but I still think he's got the better batting lineup behind him. I'm gonna go with the Orioles in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the over in the Orioles game. Varland has been just ass this year, just following up what he did last year. Gives up a lot of runs. I mean, his ERA is 4.5 over the last 5 starts. And you know what? The Orioles have been very gritty in scoring runs. They're averaging over 5 runs a game, but they're giving up on average over 4 runs a game. So, you know, this sets up for a high scoring game. I like the young guys from the Orioles. Like, we thought that Holiday would be the guy, right? And I know it's going to take him time, maybe a month or two to really figure it out with these big league pitchers. But Cowser, who was the 5th pick overall, this guy, the milkman, has been exceptional. I mean, he's great in left field. He had a home run yesterday, a go-ahead home run, and the guy's been lights out, man. So these young guys for the Orioles, again, are stepping up. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Give me over 9 runs here.
I'm going with the Twins. They own real estate inside Camden Yards.
No, they
The Orioles are their bitch, pretty
No, they
much. Yeah, they are.
I don't see anything on paper that they own any real estate. Show me a contract.
13-6 in their last 19 in Baltimore. That's where I'll show you the contract. Read it and weep. Taking the Twinkies. I've trust Cole Irvin 0. The Twins don't hit the ball at all against righties or lefties, but they actually hit lefties a little bit better. Cole Irvin, you got to remember, he comes out of that Phillies bullpen, and they don't just give those jobs to anybody. You got to really, really earn it to be a member of that Phillies bullpen. You got to really be crappy. Now, Varland, on the other hand, makes me sick to my stomach. Does have a 9 ERA coming in. Cole Irvin with an 8 ERA. This is going to be a slug fest, man. And that Orioles bullpen, they've been through the ringer, man. Did you see yesterday's game? Holy smokes. Meanwhile, this Minnesota bullpen, 2.13 ERA. All Twinkies, all the time. Reverse run line it if you must. I'm also taking the Rockies. It's just a straight fade of Nola. It's what I do. I haven't taken Aaron Nola in a start in 4 years of doing this show, and I'm not going to change that now. I don't care if it's Quantrill. I don't care if it's Jordan Lyles. I don't care if it's Cole Irvin. I don't care who it is. I'm not betting them. I mean, I think we bet. I think this is where Jay and I had the point of contention last year when I took Rich Hill against them. I continue to take Rich Hill against them. Taking the Rockies. Not apologizing for it either, Chris. Don't even stop judging me. Got the Marlins against the Giants and the Tigers up against the Rangers. Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the oh man, I wanted to get behind the Rangers after yesterday. It was a little bit tough for me, but I'm gonna go with the Giants against the Marlins for sure, though. Kyle Harrison, I think, is just a more trustworthy starter here. AJ Puck, I still can't get behind. He gives up runs in bunches, and with the way the Marlins offense has been a little bit sluggish to start the year, they'll be fine at some point. But I still think that the Giants are the better team right now. And Kyle Harrison, when he pitches in Pitchers Parks, I think he'll be able to hold it down here. So give me the Giants in that one. I like the Kyle Harrison over strikeout prop as well. Marlins, one of the worst teams in baseball against lefties this season. I'm going to leave that Rangers-Tigers game alone. Michael Lorenzen, we've seen him pitch well, but we've also seen him get absolutely rocked. So
You love Lorenzen.
a little bit.
You love Lorenzen. He loved you a long time.
Is that Jared Lorenzen's brother?
Nope. J-Lo?
J-Lo?
Nope.
The Beast. R.I.P.
You're up, Costi. It's a gem of a slot.
Ah, man. I'm gonna keep if I can get good value, which I'm not gonna bet this game, but I'm gonna fade the Marlins all year if I could get good value, meaning I don't have to lay a big price. And I just think the Giants are a better team, and Miami has the worst relievers in the game. I mean, it's pathetic how they play at home. I'm not really sure. I mean, obviously, I would never lay big pricing because they are going to win more than 3 games throughout the year, but I'm not taking them at home if I can get minus 112 on the road with the Giants. So Giants there, and I'm going to pass on this game. It's a true 50-50 game with Texas-Detroit. I don't have any edge that I see on this one. Detroit's a good team, but Texas could beat anybody any night of the week, and getting a dog price on Texas is also a good edge throughout the year. I think it's a true 50-50 game, so I'm going to pass on the Texas-Detroit game.
I'm on the Giants in this one. Marlins hitting 178 versus left-handed pitching. I just don't see that changing here. I think the Giants jump all over them. I like the Marlins, but I'm going to go with the Giants. I know Texas is not playing their best baseball coming in, but I'll tell you what they do extremely well. That is pound the shit out of righties, man. And Reese Olson, not exactly a righty that I find intimidating in any way, shape, or form. I think the Rangers are probably second best in the majors at smashing right-handed pitching. Tell you a lot of frustration. I think Reese Olson is just the guy to help them out. The Tigers did start the season strong, like a lot of people expected them to do. But really, they're just 4-6 in their last 10 as well. So they haven't really been doing much either. They actually did get the win yesterday against Jays-Twins, but they, they had lost the prior 2 to those and didn't look good in either of those. They also lost twice to the A's, like the Rangers did, and they also lost to the Pirates. So they're definitely gettable. And Reese Olson, he's always a guy that I look to fade. 10 innings, 12 hits, 6 earned, 5 walks. I mean, this is this is where the Rangers live, man. This is, you see Seager with that silver bat and Garcia and all these guys. These are the games where they get it, man. Is against guys like this. Lay the 3.5 with the Rangers on the road. Jay?
That Giants-Marlins game is tough. The Giants, because both of these two teams have been just flat-out disappointments. My guy, I Cabrera back, though. Y'all know I love me some Edward Cabrera, so I got to back him today. Maybe he's the guy to come kind of steady the ship, man, because, god damn. They couldn't even get it done with Jesus on the mound the other day. Jesus got kind of lit up early. They tried to help him, but anyways, I'm gonna take the money Marlins in that one. And then, of course, I'm on my Rangers, bro. Stop disrespecting us, okay? Stop disrespecting us. We're still the World Series champs.
It was Ruffalo.
Dogs.
I said 3.5.
Dogs to the fucking Tigers.
You took my heat. I'm laying 3.5 with the Rangers, but it's like Ruffalo.
Yeah. I'll say it's Jay Cawthorn. I didn't see that they switched from Puck to Cabrera. Now it's Cabrera going for the Marlins.
Yes, we already that was 3 segments ago, Chris.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. I was dealing with someone saying a jelly stain or something. I don't know. Yeah, that changes everything for me.
Cabrera's back. That's what I'm saying. I'm Team Cabrera.
Cabrera's my guy.
Yeah, me too. I got to get him on the show.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'm on the Marlins and I'm on the Rangers here. We are 500. We're a 500 baseball team right now. We are that. But bro, that just creates more value on us. Like, that's all it does. If we're betting for value, I'm on the Rangers, and that's easy. So
extended.
Yeah.
It's Reese Olson, man. Let's call it what it is. I mean,
you said 3.5. You sign me up. I'll bet it with you.
I'm in 3.5. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5.
That was a big game on.
Here, Eric Pathy chiming in.
Here, come on in. He's very excited about giving his underdog selection of the day. Go ahead. Talk to him.
Best bet in all of baseball, +1.5 plus money. Colorado +1.5 plus money. Bet it and forget it. That's all I had to say.
Well, that you could do a double plus money, +1.5. So you can take the Nationals, parlay it up with the Rockies.
I'm logging in.
At two plus 1.5s at plus money.
I like it.
The path he's playing to financial freedom.
Man, did you see the Dodgers? The Dodgers squares pounded me in the YouTube comments for that Padres pick yesterday. Oh man, they went nuts on me.
You know that you could have live bet the Padres +500 when it was 0-0.
Of course, the guy that said "thank me later" on the Dodgers and all that stuff, right? He came back and said, "I live bet." So you didn't.
Yeah,
Shit.
right.
You did nothing, man. It's like you read his comments and they're like, I mean, it was ridiculous. It's like it's so pathetic, man. It's like I'm a YouTube fake commenter. It's like, what are you guys talking about, man? All right, where are we at? So now we got the Rays and the Angels, Blue Jays and the Yankees. Costi.
I'm going to go. Let's see. So I know I had a total on this one. Give me over in the Tampa game. And none of one of these, they score runs and they give up a lot of runs. And both these starting pitchers, I mean, Sandoval has actually pitched okay to start the year. He's 1 and 2 overall, but they've been, playing against really good teams. So they've all underdogs in this matchup. But I think they're both going to get rocked. Both the starting pitchers, the relieving staff is also terrible for both these teams. I mean, between the both of them, they average over 9 runs for and against on average. And when I can get that and the total is under 9, that is a huge edge toward the over. So over in Tampa Bay. And I'm going to keep riding the Yankees here. I mean, I'm getting a really good price on them on the road. This team has shown so far, I mean, they're 12-4, but they're 8-2 on the road. So they have no problem beating teams on the road consistently. And same with that as well. I'm going to do 2 plays in that game because I had it both queued up here. Under 8.5 runs and the Yankees. So you could do a same game parlay if you'd like.
So this guy leaves this comment. Boxing God. This guy must be on drugs. I know nothing about baseball, but I know numbers, and there's no way you can bet San Diego to beat the Dodgers in this spot. When it comes to betting baseball, knowing numbers means everything. Back the Dodgers in this one and thank me later. Then he comes back in other comments and he says to somebody else, that means nothing. Again, baseball is all numbers, unlike football, boxing, and UFC. All caps, Dodgers will win. And then someone says Padres win. And he said, you must love losing money. Then he comes back and says, listen to this one. What a game. I cashed out early with the Dodgers up 3-1 because he was so certain in all these times that the Dodgers were going to will win, all caps, all this stuff. So he cashes out early. I don't think so. What a game. I cashed out early with the Dodgers up 3-1 with a $200 profit. Put 50 of that on San Diego plus 450. Yeah, because you thought the Padres all of a sudden were going to win the game after you came here and made an ass out of yourself in these comments saying Dodgers, 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 and that I was on drugs. Yeah, we believe you. We believe you. It's like, I mean, who do these people think they are, man? It's ridiculous.
They're just guys with a comment opinion. That's it.
I don't even get it, man. I know it's what I signed up for when I did YouTube.
No, I get it. I've been
You know,
dealing with these guys for 12 years.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've been doing
same exact
you know,
story.
yeah.
Everybody has an opinion, and opinions are like assholes. We all have
Except for
one,
mine.
yeah, and they all stink.
Except for mine.
Unless you have a bidet. Unless you have a bidet, yeah.
Except for mine.
Unless you have a bidet. And I own a bidet. I own a bidet at the office and at home. I will not. I get uncomfortable. Like I
Game
said,
changer.
on the Vegas trip
Game
when I
changer.
don't have one.
Life changing.
Life changing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Me and Chris. Yeah. Chris knows.
Yep.
Bidet brothers. I got no shame.
I know you don't. I just didn't think that's
my
what
wife. Well, she wasn't my wife yet. I got one during COVID because they were like, well, I already went over this. Like they were like, it was like a toilet paper short in the world. And she was like, this is crazy. This now it's like the complete opposite. She's like, we're going away. Like I'm uncomfortable. Like it's funny. It turns you, man. Just like, you know, with Mitch, you get turned quick for a pick. It's like once you try a bidet once, very hard to go back. Very hard.
Well, I know what I do like is fading the Blue Jays after a win, and I'll be doing that today early and often, taking the Yankees. And also the Tampa Bay Rays doing exactly why Jay hates them, which is kind of chugging right along, man, and just kind of flying under the radar, just winning games and, you know, going from a losing record to a winning record while nobody notices, playing teams like the Angels, you know, who are going in the opposite direction. Yeah, this is an easy one. Rays for me.
Yeah, I'm fading your ass. I'm taking the Angels. It's easy. Tampa, they're overrated. They're overvalued.
Jay fades the Rays 162 times.
Eflin, he's overrated. His ass has been lit up a couple times this season already. Sandoval ain't been. I think there's the values there on the Angels at the plus money. They're a 500 team, so get them, you know, plus 140, 145-ish. Sign me up. Fading Tampa's overrated ass. And then I'm gonna take the Blue Jays with Chris Bassett. Bassett on the road, fade him. Bassett at home, money. Give me Chris Bassett at home, fading the Yanks. There's a reason the Blue Jays are favored over everybody's favorite team, the quote-unquote best team in baseball. Oh, my God, I'm sick of this Yankee talk already. We're only 16 games in. Oh, my God, it's nauseating. Fading their ass to them, taking the Toronto Blue Jays.
Give me the over in the first 5 between the Angels and Tampa Bay. We just saw these two teams both get lit up, or both starters get lit up in their last starts against these same teams. Sandoval started against the Rays, had 7 runs in the first 5. Eflin started against the Angels. They were down 5-0, I think. So I'm gonna go with the over in the first 5 in that one. I'm gonna take the Blue Jays. I'm gonna split it money line and run line in this one. You know, Luis Heel, pitch I like in this rotation, but problem is the walks are getting up there for Heel over the last couple starts.
It's Heel, not Gill.
It's Heel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rufalo's getting all fancy.
Yeah.
I'm in my mid-season pronunciation form.
Ooh, my bad.
Next thing you know, I'm going to wear the blouse with the chest hair hanging out just so I have to start pronouncing shit. Thing about Heel, though, it's only been going. He hasn't made it out of the 5th inning in either of his starts. And, I mean, the Yankees used 5 different relievers in that extra innings game against the Guardians yesterday. Bassett, going back to last year with the Jays, like Jay said, better at home. He struggled really, really, really badly on the road last year, but at home he was solid. This year, it's been no different. His lone home start was really good. And in 2 starts at home against the Yankees last year, it was, 14 2/3 innings of shutout baseball, 19 strikeouts to 2 walks. The Jays won those games 7-0 and 3-0. So give me the Blue Jays here, money line and run line.
Ron G only got one team on the do not bet list, and my guy Cabrera on the mound today, so they out for there. It's the Marlins. Baseball is too early. It's too many games too early to have people on the do not bet list.
No,
it'll pop up soon though. It'll pop up soon.
It's never
You got
too
the
early.
Marlins on yours?
I don't even have a do not bet list right now.
No.
It's okay. I shouldn't say this. I have teams right now that I just don't bet. I just don't have a list saying who these teams are. It's just like it's very fluid. So I'd be wasting a lot of paper.
I have a do not bet list.
Fair.
Yours is laminated.
It's called Rufalo's Picks.
Uh,
Just here, fade your ass. Mets, Pirates, White Sox, Royals. Oh man, I hate going against my White Sox, but I got to do it today, man. It's like I just don't like the way things are looking right now. Nick Nastrini on the mound. This is a pitching change. I don't even know who this guy is. Normally, I'm all over these first-time starters. Let's take a look and see if we could find out about
high 90s fastball. Struggles with control. I think he had an 80 ERA in AAA.
Yeah, your high 90s is everybody else's 92.
Okay, but actually, Rodriguez did hit 96 regularly in that start. By the way,
did not.
He did.
Yeah, metric system, whatever, man. Metric system, maybe 96 kilometers per hour, man.
Where's Yuri Perez? Where he at?
Tommy John.
Damn. Damn the Marlins, man. Fuck.
I'm telling you, they've got a Tommy John clinic in Miami. Like, it's ridiculous.
Damn.
Nick Nastrini is this guy actually might be really good. He comes out of the Dodgers organization. He was in the Lance Lynn trade. Also, he had a 7.71 in AAA. 3.77 though when he pitched in spring training with the big club. Yeah, I'm on Nick. I'm changing sides. It happened that fast. I'm going with the White Sox in this one. Very little tape out there on Nastrini against Seth Lugo, who's a reliever in his best days. We also go with Martin Perez. I love fading Adrian Hauser. I'm on Perez. Jay's cast off. Jay, what are you thinking?
I'm on my cast off too, man. He actually ain't been too bad, He ain't been terrible. That last outing, he did give up 6 hits, but he went 8 innings and only gave up 1 earned. Wasn't really his fault. They ended up losing that game. I'm gonna rock with Perez here. Perez, that's the thing about him. He can have some solid outings, but he also can show up one day and just get lit the fuck up. Are the Mets that team that is gonna do that to him? I doubt it. Still value on the Pirates team. Getting plus money, fading an overrated, overvalued team like the Mets. Sign me up. Mitch, I got to fade Nastrini, I guess. So
Go ahead.
I know.
Oh.
No. I'm probably going to lay the run line too. I think that's the way to go if we're going to play it.
Sounds pretty square.
I know it does. It does. Squares win sometimes too, and I think we might
not as much as they used to. Rufalo, who you got in that one? That's usually good. That's usually a good indicator.
We're going to ignore the fact that you were just about to take the Royals like 3 minutes ago.
Well, it doesn't take much. We know that.
It doesn't take much.
I'm gonna lay the run line there. It's not one of my favorite games today. It's not. But the White Sox, bro, like they ain't shown no signs of life yet. So, and the Royals, I'm liking what I'm seeing from these boys. I'm seeing a slight culture change over there in KC, man. I think they probably beat the brakes off of the White Sox today.
I'm not trying to give Mitch the satisfaction of knowing who I'm taking in this game.
Go ahead, man. I know you're taking Lugo. I know you. I know you, man. I know
100%.
you.
100%.
Humping up on them.
Royals against a righty.
Humping up on them.
It's
rubbing up against them.
Royals against a righty that has trouble locating his
snuggling on up.
100%. I'm going to cop a feel on Bobby Witt Jr.
Sharing your snuggie.
Sal Perez and I can share a snuggie. 100%. I'm fine with it. I'm comfortable. Yeah, give me through the Royals there.
Of course.
Nastrini,
you knew that.
Issues locating his pitches, a high 70 ERA in AAA. I think the Royals get to him here. I just don't think the White Sox offense can contend that. I know Lugo is, I think, pitching on borrowed time. It's not going to be able to hold up numbers like these. for an entire season. But right now he's pitching well, so keep going with
Ruffalo's petting him. He's not a cat.
Seth Lugo's just sitting on the floor and I'm just rubbing his head.
He's not a cat.
And I'm gonna go with the Pirates here as well. I just thought Adrian Hauser was the weak link of that three-headed rotation in Milwaukee when he was behind Woodruff and Corbin Burns. The Mets have hit lefties well this season, but they just struggled against Cole Reagans in that Kansas City series. Martin Perez is pitching really well on the road, and the Pirates keep getting disrespected. They're 8-3 on the road at catching plus money. Give me the Pirates here.
Yeah, I'm on the same train here as Roof. Pirates for me keep getting disrespected. 8-3, getting a dog price on the road. This is one of those teams, like I said early in the season, if you could find one of those teams before the odds makers really give them validity, you're going to make money. I mean, the Pirates have been a ATM this year. If you put up $100 on every single Pirates game, you're up $748. This is one of those teams that they don't think they're going to sustain. Their pitching's not that good. They have too many young guys, all that nonsense. But I'm not buying into the Mets, and I'm definitely not buying into the Mets, who are 3-6 at home, laying a favorite price. So give me the Pirates on the road. And I don't like this other game. I would not take the White Sox. It would be Kansas City, but I don't take favorites. So it's just a non-bettable game.
Man, lay that shit with the Royals, man.
Nope.
Call it
I
a day.
won't.
Lay the run line, man, and call it a day.
There's a reason why if you bet every single game on my Telegram channel last week for 2,000 even, 2 units, you won 14.
Chris, can you wake me up when he's done patting himself and
betting
stroking himself?
and dogs. This isn't a joke, guys. This isn't fun and games. I am here to crush books, and I'm not here to give entertainment on every single game. So I'm not going to bet it. Not going to bet it. Not going to lay it.
Well, what's it going to take to put you into this wager today?
I won't. I'm not.
What do I have to do?
To put you into this wager today?
No, nothing. Absolutely not. No.
I mean, not even a flyer? You won't even take a flyer?
No. I'll never take a favorite all year.
I think I just heard
Why,
Costi stomp his foot.
Well, no, you said you're not going to bet it. You're not going to bet this game.
I hear.
Why are they going to play it?
I heard, I heard the running. He was running over here. I heard it through the door.
The guy can't stay away from a slot machine, but he's worried about betting on a sporting event.
If you said Huff and Puff, he would have been all over it.
Have you ever walked by a slot machine and
you didn't even know?
I was playing the slots with Costi. He's like, "You're playing $25 a spin," like he's judging me or something.
Yeah,
you know?
No. You can't play 25 a spin.
Yes, you can.
A little bit in there because
you
you need the bullets.
I did.
You did a good award without bullets.
I did.
You only had a couple bullets. That's it.
I did. I could have sat there all freaking night.
But you did it.
Like
you got up.
Yeah, because I get my ass kicked.
You kept feeding it. You would have got it back.
I don't want to feed it. I'd rather go. That's nothing fun about pushing a button like that to me. If I'm going to push a button, it's going to be pushing.
Jay, don't do it. Jay, don't do it.
I hit the Saturday night. We're watching UFC. We had a big event downtown, and I hit the major, which was nice hit.
We're getting numbers.
Yeah, how much were you in?
5,800.
How much were you in?
So I ended up winning 3,500 on the entire night because I was up and down. But my buddy Mike Boris hit 2 majors in 2 hours. Now, the car that we drove down, I sent you guys the video. That car was very good luck. So now I'm like, I have to go down to play slots every time.
So every
in that
time
car.
you go to the casino,
I thought you were going to say you had to buy that car. I was like,
purple Lamborghini. No, it's not my car, but it's a Herc 2023 Huracan. It was like ridiculous. Like you shouldn't have that in Maryland. The roads are so bad here. Like it just makes no sense. That's like a Miami car, a Los Angeles, something like that. But Vegas. But car was hit 3 majors. It was nice. Good night. It's a good night. which
Mitch
leads me
asked
to
the
my
right-
next
Mitch-
point.
Mitch
No
asked-
favorites.
Mitch asked the right question. How much were you in? I won 5,800, but I made.
No, I'm saying on that
35.
major, I hit on one spin, on a $12 spin, I hit a $5,800 major.
Imagine if you would have played 25, how much you would have made.
Well, no, that's the thing. The lower spins actually pay big. All night, the lower spins were paying big. The people that were playing bigger spins weren't getting the big
So for you,
jackpots.
if you guys want to learn how to win at slots, you can call me as a
Nah, I
slot
don't know about
server.
that.
I see Micah playing a few hundred a spin, and he
Oh, yeah.
gets.
Oh, I got
massive
Micah
prizes.
into. Well, you saw me and Micah. I got him into the ones that I like, and we hit on the first 3 ones. that
Micah
we hit.
I only usually see him play in the high limit room.
Yeah, that's where this was. But I go back and forth. I see what's hot, see what's not. It's just it's a feel approach. There's no strategy except like what the gut is telling you.
You guys are getting Kevin and Leary really upset. He said, "But you
What's
better-
he upset about?
So you better focus on the games."
We are. I just gave him the Pirates. I will not
gave
take
the
a favor.
Pirates-
What's wrong
I
with
gave
that?
the Pirates, and Costi said he was going to bet on the White Sox.
And I'm
No.
trying to.
No,
And I'm
no,
trying
I
to.
didn't.
He said, do yourself a favor.
Royals.
Put a little something on the Chargers.
Lay the run line with the Royals.
They can take the White Sox. Nestrini's pitching.
What you giving out for Halloween? Take
What are you giving out for Halloween? I like the Chargers. That was the best.
oh man.
What are you giving out? It's like we're talking about candy. We're giving out costume. Bittler goes, what are you giving out? He's like, take the Chargers. One of the best shows of all time. Tell your old man to put a little something on the Chargers while you're at it. All right.
That's funny.
Everyone's on the White Sox. We concur. We got the Brewers and the Padres and the Braves and the Astros. Jay, you're up. Your Astros. Perfect timing there for you.
I know, man. The Astros, man. If they played the Rangers all season, they'd be 500 or right above it. Shout out to them. Thing is playing against everybody not named the Rangers, they've been hot ass. And Spencer Arrighetti on the mound, I don't think stops the bleeding. We saw him get lit up in his last outing against those Royals, man. Them Royals, I'm trying to tell you. The Royals lit up Arrighetti. He went 3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned. None of them were even bombs. Going up against a lineup like this Braves team, I think he's in some deep, deep doo-doo today. I think the Braves get to him. And, the Astros at 6-11 are still overrated, overvalued. Man, you're going to give me Atlanta short price here in this one. Darius Vines, I trust him. I think he'll be just fine here. Mainly me, I'm trying to fade Spencer Arrighetti, going up against this really good Braves lineup. Give me Braves, money line, run line, 2.5, however you like it. And then what was the other one? Brewers-Padres?
Yes.
Brewers just beat up on the O's. Mitch said that would happen.
Relax.
They got lucky to get that last win, too, the Orioles, man. The Brewers had that thing.
I know. I was on the Brewers yesterday too.
They had it.
Yep.
At home today, I don't bet San Diego often, but I'm gonna take a shot with them today with Musgrove on the mound. Give me San Diego.
Musgrove's been ass.
I know.
Ass.
Bounce back day for him today.
That's Chris's pet rock.
Musgrove?
It's Chris's rock. It's where he leans. It's his guy. It's his fella.
Tell me more.
It's a man crush.
Tell me more.
It's a man.
Apparently my man crush started out as Jose Altuve 6 years ago, and then it turned into Joe Musgrove.
When Musgrove had the sub 2.4 ERA, it was Ruffalo just couldn't control himself.
I couldn't.
It was Musgrove.
I had a Musgrove addiction, but not here. I'm gonna go with the Brewers.
Dress for less.
I'm gonna go with dress for less. I'm gonna go with Joe Ross.
Nice.
He's pitched well out of the gate. I mean, I don't know what else to say. There's also a tricky travel spot for the Padres coming off of that win in
Last
LA
night.
on Sunday night. And now they take on a Brewers team that's another team that keeps getting disrespected early on this season. I know the Brewers have done the best, the bulk of their damage on the road. But I still think that the Brewers can get to Musgrove here. I still trust this Brewers bullpen as well. So give me the Brewers and the even money. And I'm going to take Atlanta. I would have had them as a stronger play. Had it not been Darius Vines, I still can't get a great read on him. He only had
Me and Jay are ass.
Yeah.
You're just carrying us.
Roof's carrying.
Darius Vines, he had a small sample size last season. He wasn't terrible, but it's more about Atlanta against Arrighetti. Like Jay was saying, this Braves team is one of the best in baseball against right-handed pitching, and I think the Braves get to Arrighetti here. So give me the Braves, the coin flip price.
I will go over in the Atlanta game. Houston and Atlanta score runs in bunches. And then, both these pitchers, Spencer Arrighetti had a horrible start. Obviously, he doesn't have a lot of data to really see if that's going to be a consistent thing, or it was just Kansas City was just really hot that night. But Darius Vines so far has pitched pretty well, but I think Houston can get to him. And I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. There's a reason why the total's 10. I think they're going to score much more than 10. So give me the over here in the Houston-Atlanta matchup. And I'm going to lean toward the Brewers at home. I know that the Padres.
I don't take the favorite.
It's not I'm not betting it, but it's 104. They're both favorites. It's just like a game that I will take. Would I say favorite?
I'm just messing with
I know. I want to explain it. 120 and up, maybe 2%. So between 130 and 120, minus 130, minus 120, I'll take it 2% a year. Most of the favorites that I take will be the extended juice of minus 110, minus 120. That's it. But you'll never see me take a 150, a 160, 170, 180, 190. It just, there's too much value in everything else in baseball.
140?
No.
130?
Well, I said 130, 2%.
Okay.
2%.
135.
It's got to be. I mean, it's this early in the season, probably not, because baseball is so data driven. Once I have more of a feel for how the relievers are pitching, what rotation, who they have in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, more flow, more data, then possibly midway through the season, I'll jump in.
I'll listen to this as long as I don't have to listen talking about how his metrics and spreadsheet did last week.
What about minus
you
1?
guys hate, but everybody on the channel wants every Monday morning they go, please send me the P&L. They match my numbers to theirs. It's like trading stocks. They want to see it on paper because this is what we do. I mean, this is what Eric and myself do. This is why you're paying that premium price, to get direct access to a direct sports trader. So
put a couple bucks.
Not for everyone.
White Sox. Take some of that money.
Not for everyone.
Take some of that money. Take some of that money. Put a little something on the White Sox on the side.
What if the line shifted to minus 1?
Make the bet and just forget about it.
That's Eric's line. Bet it and forget it.
Take charges.
What if the line shifted to minus 131?
Listen, let me explain something to you guys. You want to win in baseball? Come join me on my Telegram channel. You want to talk about favorites? And this guy in the comments talking about the Dodgers. Not here for it. I'm here for results.
Yeah, what did he sound like?
That's when that guy talked, that's what I could hear him saying if I was sitting next to him.
Okay.
That's it. I hear footsteps again. I knew it. I'm telling you, I could hear him 5 seconds before they come down.
I like Joe Ross dressing for less in this one against Musgrove. Well, and I like Vines against the Astros. Eric Getty looked terrible last time. And the way that Braves have pounded right-handed pitching, over 320 they're hitting against righties. I don't think it gets any better for him here.
How many you want to lay, Mitch? Tell me, how many do we lay?
All the way up again, up to 4.5. And I think with Vines, he's not great, but he did have 23 swings and misses in his last outing in AAA, and he also is a ground ball pitcher. I'll take my chances, especially with that Astros bullpen. Can't spell Astros without Astros. Got the D-backs and the Cubs. Merrill Kelly's got a paying gig. And we've got the A's, Ross Stripling on the bullpen.
Los Serpientes. Roof.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with the Diamondbacks. First 5 in full game. You go same game parlay too there. I like Merrill Kelly at home. The only reason why I would say suggest first 5, if anyone wants to go with it, is just because we know what the Diamondbacks bullpen is fully capable of. They're fully capable of falling apart, but I still think they're the better team in this matchup, and I do give Merrill Kelly the edge at home, where he's pitched really well last season. He's carried that over into this year. So I'll take the Diamondbacks at home, and I'm going to go with the over 7.5 in A's Cardinals. I just think the A's tee off on Ross Stripling, as many teams have already this season, and the A's can scratch a couple off of Sonny Gray as well in that Cardinal bullpen. So give me the over 7.5 there.
Costi.
Passing on the Cubs-Arizona game, no edge for me. And I'm gonna take the over in the Oakland-St. Louis game. Another one of those, you're getting a combined. Anytime I can get a combined runs for, runs against average between both the teams over the actual total in the game, because the total's very low for a reason. I think St. Louis is going to get the Ross Stripling early, which means the A's relievers are going to come in, and I could see this being a higher scoring game than 7.5 runs is where it's at right now because the total's going down. So give me the over St. Louis Oakland game.
I like the Cardinals in this one. Sonny Gray, good Stripling. The A's have played well, but man, the bullpen is taxed, as you would say. I'm going to roll with the Cards in that one. I think, and give me a chance to fade the Cubs on the road, and I'll take it. The D-backs, they haven't played all that well, but they always own the Cubs, man. They just beat the shit out of them. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks in that one.
Los Serpientes for me as well. I'm on Merrill Kelly at the crib. I think there's a little value fading the Cubbies here on this little road trip they're on. They're playing well. I'm still on Team Cubbies. I just don't really like the spot today for him with Kelly going. I'd lay the price there with the Diamondbacks. And then them A's, man. I'm liking them A's right now, man. I am. Stripling, I'm not liking, though, 0-3. I'm going to be on the A's in this series. It's probably not today. Who going tomorrow? Let me see. Who going tomorrow?
It's JP Sears.
JP, my boy. I'm on the A's.
Up against Lance Lynn, man. It's your matchup. It's your
And
day.
then-
It's your day. But get your bet in now.
Yeah, I might have to. Get my A's tomorrow with JP. And then I kind of like them on Wednesday with Blackburn, too. So I'm going to be on the A's. I lean towards the A's in this one. I'm not totally in love with them today, but I love them the next 2 days.
Go to their final slot here. Frankie Montas and the Reds visiting Jorge Kirby and the Mariners. And then it is the same Dodgers that lost last night, minus 390 with Glass now up against Mitchell Paca and the Nats.
Am I up on this one?
Yes.
Give me the Reds here, getting 130. Again, another team that's never gets any respect. What has Seattle done to be a favorite? George Kirby, who is 1-2 on the year. Yeah, he had a really good outing.
Cy Young candidate.
Okay, great. Well, he had a great start against Boston, and then he got shelled against Cleveland and Toronto, giving up total of 13 runs. He's only lasted 3 and 4 innings. Until I see something out of him, I'm going to grab the dog in this one. And Cincinnati's playing better as a team, better bats. George Kirby is Frankie Montas is 2-1 on the year. And in all 3 of the games, he lasted at least five innings. So the guy is resilient. Not obsessed with him, but look, this Reds team has been playing well on the road. They're 5-1 on the road this year. And if I can get a dog price plus 130 versus a team that I don't think is that good at home, like the Mariners, take that all day. Give me the Reds plus 130.
I'm on the Mariners. I'm just going to ride Jorge Kirby into the ground. He's gotten off to a slow start, but we know he's a better pitcher than this, man. He's up against Frankie Montas, who was cast off from a Yankees team that's starved for pitching. So you got to figure he's just in for pure regression. I'm going to take the Mariners in this one. And I'm going to take the Nationals too, going with Parker in this one. This guy is just absolutely terrible, from what we've seen from him. But the same thing is, then why did they promote him if he's so bad? This guy has horrible top-end speed on the fastball. He walks a million batters, like 10% of the batters he faces, he walks. This guy is a junk of junker, man. He throws only junk. And I love these guys. I love these guys, man. It will be an event, man. This will be the one game to watch because this is going to be one of those ones where the Dodgers won't be able to lay a bat on it, or he'll just be walking the bases loaded, walking runners in because this guy does not throw a straight fastball, nothing, man. This guy only throws junk. I love guys like that. I love the junkers, man. And the Nationals, they know a few things about growing guys on the farm. This guy's a draft pick. He's come through the system. They built that World Series team through the farm. They added free agents late, but most of the team was built through the farm. And, yeah, I love it. Mitchell Parker, first major league start. Going to be a junk fest. Jay, what do you think?
I'm on Jorge Kirby. Sign me up. Frankie Montas. He might get lit up today. This is, y'all know I love fading the Mariners. I love fading the AL West. Everybody not naming the Rangers, but I think this is a solid bounce back spot at home for Seattle with Jorge Kirby on the mound. We know he has good stuff. He's way better than his numbers indicate. I believe there's a reason they're still this sizable of favorites at home. Give me Seattle money line. I like them here in this spot. And then that Nationals Dodgers. They priced me out of that thing, fam. I want to take Dodgers after losing 3 of their last 4, going up against a terrible team like the Nationals, but the books minus 360. Where do we go? There's nowhere to go. Mitch is gone. You can lay the right line with the Dodgers. Probably be okay. But that's not a premium thing like that,
No.
I would say if you're looking for anything, maybe a Tyler Glasnow strikeout prop. If anything.
Jay, do I have to teach you, man? Worst bet in baseball.
I could practically hear this.
Let's spend time to that.
This part of the Pickdawgz Morning Show is sponsored by WD-40.
Like Mitch said, plus 1.5, not minus 1.5.
If we bet the over today on how many times Eric's going to walk into the office, we hit it in the second quarter.
You think WD-40 can sponsor it?
It was a
no WD-40 can sponsor the path you walk in.
I hear the footsteps now. He must be running. It's
not. I tried to sneak one by while you were gone.
I'm like, I hear it before the door even opens.
I tried to sneak one by while you were gone, and the Costi and Eric wouldn't let me do it. Damn. You should be fine on Dodgers run line today. You should be fine. All right. Don't shoot me.
The worst bet in baseball.
You know what I mean? For my parlay guys out there, I get it, bro. I get it. Dodgers run line might be finding its way onto a parlay.
They're 11-7. You're going to lay 390 with anybody on that rotation?
I'm going to lay minus 180 on the run line for them to kick the crap out of the Dodgers. Out of the Nationals in the bounce back spot. I get the value talk, bro. I get it.
There's no value to put them in the parlay. Just put anybody else in a parlay.
So 2.5 gets you a
There's
coin.
no NBA today, man. Of course, I got my 3 straight bets. You can get them at Pickdawgz Premium. But look, man. Thank you, EL Flames. I'm for the people, okay? I'm for the people. There's no NBA today. We got to make some shit up. And what we're making up is we're going to take Dodgers run line and we're going to put it with something else in a minute, okay? Ohtani bomb, Mookie Betts bomb. This might be like a 8-0 Dodgers win today.
Are we going to do this all over again?
Nah, I'm just saying,
you want to
mess with y'all sometimes. You know what I mean? I just gotta mess with y'all sometimes. I get it. Y'all strategy is the right strategy. You know what I mean? It is. I won't knock it. That don't mean I ain't gonna bet me some run lines too. When premium, no premium. Promise.
Here's the thing. My group released 9 games today, right? So even if I go 5-4, and because a lot of them are underdogs and a few are totals, it will pay like winning almost 2 straight bets. If I go 5-4.
I got you. 100%.
Because if you're betting favorites, you can go 5-4 and still be down a lot of money. So it's just a volume. All it is volume for me. I don't have big games in baseball. I don't have locks. I don't believe in any of that. It's just
sound like you're not having any fun whatsoever. I think you should lighten up a little.
I'm not. I'm very serious today. I'm dialed in. I'm serious, man. This is
you
like
should have you some fun today. Sit back.
Put a little something on the White Sox.
Smoke you a cigar.
no.
And parlay up Dodgers run line with the Royals run line, and
Dodgers run line negative odds with runs.
You didn't miss the whole.
I was waiting for it.
You just missed the whole conversation that we were having.
Eric ran in here as soon as Jay said that.
You just missed the whole conversation.
I got Sean texting me. Costi knows what that could be. We're working on a video project that you guys will see shortly. Costi's going to be in that video as well. I had to do.
Jesus,
Eric will be in that video. I had. You guys know I do a million videos. I rarely read a script. I had 45 scenes. All of them I had to read a script, man. It took me like 6 hours. Like to do it with a script, it takes me forever, man. Like, Jay, you ever use a script? It's like, no. Chris, you ever use a script? No, this is a script, man. It took me like 6 hours, man.
I believe it's what the kids call these days off the dome.
Yeah, I had 45 scenes, man. I have to record them all 3 or 4 times just because I'm not used to using a script, It's all about getting banned.
You know who the thing is? I'm just saying the guys that usually use scripts are the guys that always take the Dodgers. So it's like you don't want to be in that category all the time.
Whoa! Jay, what are you selling today?
I got 3 plays in Major League Baseball today. I don't think they're in a package quite yet. I'll put them in a package here in a second. My money making 3-pack, but you can scoop that up. And of course, I have my Major League Baseball play of the day. You guys can scoop that up. But y'all know what it is, man. It's playoff time in the NBA, man. Hop on the month pass and pretty much I think you get everything in there. Probably a little, you get most of everything in there when you cop the month for the NBA playoffs. You could join my Access Club if you want everything for the NBA playoffs. But we're starting tomorrow, baby, with the play-in. So we're locked and loaded. I didn't quite end
the sharpest guy we know is on the White Sox.
I didn't quite end NBA regular season the way I wanted to. Still a tremendous season. A really good season for me. Number one, I finished at Pickdawgz for the regular season. Let's smash the postseason as well. Let's absolutely kick the crap out of the postseason. I'm locked and loaded. Hop on something long term and let's get her done.
Chris?
Yeah, I got my MLB pickoff play today for $19. Also got that as part of my MLB 5 spot. It's going up very, very shortly. And also got a couple of NHL plays in for long-term subscribers as well. Like Jay said, this is the time to hop on. NBA playoffs is starting. NHL playoffs start next week. I was closing out strong in NBA, so closing on some profit to finish the year, hoping to get on the plus side to end the year. Nice start to the MLB season as well, so definitely check that out. And you can pair any of us up. Use that multi-capper promotion.
Costi. This is the promotion part. This is the part where you're supposed to. Mm-hmm.
So
Not
selling,
the other hour and 30 minutes.
What I'm
and
not
41
selling
seconds.
is taking favorites. So I'm not selling favorites.
What are you selling?
You can get access to a very sharp MLB syndicate that Mitch knows himself. I'm not going to name it on the air, but these guys are very sharp. And if you want access to their games, I know. I don't want to mention names to keep their anonymity. But at the end of the day, it's big money, all dogs, all totals.
I'll say this about where Costi's getting this information from. Sometimes when you're dealing with point spreads and lines moves and all that other stuff, but in the money line sport, you might not get as good a lines always as these guys get, but a lot of times you do. But I will say this, man. These guys are they're not going to win every bet. They don't win every single day. They don't win every single game. They don't win any of that stuff. But if you want to win 16 out of 18 months type thing, that's what this is. And it is a house cleaning, man. It is you better have multiple books because they're gonna not want to take your action. It gets way ugly when you lose. It's not pretty. Yeah, I know it. I've been on that side of it too. But the thing is that it happens, and then when it happens, it usually happens with authority. But when you win, which is most of the time, man, it's just almost printing money.
So free consultation with me. You could shoot me a text at 775-636-7674. And, there's a lot of products right now between Jay's launching his NBA playoffs all access channel today. Ruffalo's got a MLB all access that's doing extremely well. That's on a rated model only for bigger players. So we're putting a lot of work into these extra products because you guys asked for them. So now we're just hopefully if it fits, then I'll put you in them. But unfortunately, I turn away a lot of people. I talk to a lot of guys, and if it's not for you, I divert you to any of the hottest cappers on the site for something daily or weekly or monthly. But if you're a big player and you want to really step it up and learn how to do it like the pros, shoot me a text at that number, 775-636-7674.
Can I text you if I need a parlay or a lock today?
I will not answer anything in the world that says parlay.
What about a lock?
I need a lock right now. The lock I definitely need for this door so Eric doesn't keep coming in. Definitely need a lock. Deadbolt, something. I don't know what he's like. I want to see how many you could see running around a lap, how many miles you did. Well, with Eric, I want to see the pace. It's been a lot of running. I mean, it's not close. Easily a 40-yard dash that I hear every time that he's doing.
I got my top play. I also have an MLB 3-pack. I have other games in there as well. I love today's card, man. I love it. So hop on board. Parlay time. Parlays. Chris.
Parlay.
White Sox and who else do you like?
Yeah, let's go with the Let's see here. Let's go with the Orioles. Let's go with the over in the Angels and Rays and the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. 4-teamer. Why not?
Jay.
I'm going to go Pirates, Giants, Brewers.
4-teamer. O's, run line, fade the 50-50 Twins. We're going to beat the brakes off of them coming back home. They're not coming back home, but in a bounce back spot after losing the series to the Brewers. So O's, run line. Give me the Braves, run line against the Astros. The Astros are ass. Give me the Dodgers, run line. And give me the Royals, run line. 4-teamer. Let's get her done.
I'm going to take the White Sox, the Rockies, the Nationals, and the Pirates. I'd round robin those, man. They can take much.
Mitch falling in love with the round robin.
Round robin.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. I think that's it. It's the whole show.
Money making Monday. NBA tomorrow. Where's the jam session?
Chris, any NHL picks? Well, we got a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the wraparound shortly, but I will give out. Let's see here. What do I have written down? Let's go with the Bruins on the money line. Here, NHL parlay. Bruins money line. Kings money line. Rangers puck line.
All right. Well, that was exciting. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow. That's for damn sure. Got NBA. We're going to have to act respectable. We got a play-in tournament. Jay's working on the jam session. He can do 2 days in advance. 2 days of jam sessions. Early release. Only for VIP members through Costy's program. Thanks, everyone. Make it a winning day. We appreciate all of you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Go, go, White Sox. Mastorini's pitch.
Let's go, Royals.